This series is so wild, man. I mean, you've got Pickard versus Shilovs, two goalies who last started against each other in the AHL playoffs. Game 1 had a crazy Canucks comeback capped off by Connor Garland's goal. Game 2 ended in overtime on an own goal. And Game 3 ended with, well, you know what. Through 3 games, this series was already full of storylines and villains on both sides. Especially with what came out of that Game 3, you had to be wondering what was coming for the encore. Well, Corey Perry made like an Easter egg reference to it. Man, that made me laugh. But compared to what we saw in Game 3, this one was pretty tame. As you would expect though with how the series has gone so far, we got another wild finish. It started on an Oiler power play, surprise surprise. McDavid gets the puck and cuts directly to the middle of the ice. Not 1, not 2, but 3 Canucks collapse on him, leaving Draisaitl wide open in the Draisaitl zone, slips it over to him. That's a classic 97-29 power play goal. Then we go to the end of the second period. I love this play from Mattias Ekholm. He's not getting blindsided or anything here. He knows he has to take that hit to make the play. It creates a 2-on-1. Nugent Hopkins goes in and shoots it in my favorite spot, above the pad, under the blocker on a left catching goalie. Man, how much do the Oilers just wish they had 6 Mattias Ekholms on D? And speaking of plays I love, yes, there was no doubt that was a great shot by Connor Garland to put the Canucks back within 1, but watch Lindholm, that little touch pass through the legs right onto Garland's tape was sublime. Then with a minute 42 to go, because again, this series just can't get enough of the theatrics, the Canucks claw back and get a scrambly one in front. I had a feeling that boeser shot went off somebody, I just wasn't sure who. Apparently it's Dakota Joshua. At that point I was thinking, oh boy, here we go, overtime again. Ian Cole, turn your stick upside down when the Oilers throw it in front. But then almost exactly a minute after the Canucks goal, even straight on like Bouchard was here, this is still tough to do, man. He's got to get through Lindholm and JT Miller here. That's the hard part. Because he did that, he didn't need the shot to be incredibly hard or incredibly accurate. It's a seeing eye threader that gets through Shilov's 7-hole. That's how this game got decided, with 39 seconds left. This series is on the good stuff. It's completely hallucinating. Every game has had a can't miss ending, and this one was no different. I still can't get over the goalie thing, man. I mean, so much gets made of that in the regular season and in the off season. You hear people say you need a great goalie if you want to win in the playoffs. You need a star goalie. And a lot of times that's true, but here we are deep in the second round, and you've got 2 guys who combined played 27 games this year and started against each other in the AHL playoffs last year. That just blows my mind. As usual, give me your thoughts on this in the comments. Series is tied again 2-2. Who's winning it? Let me know. And is it in 6 or in 7? Please consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. You're awesome.